Hi, it's Jo Martin here. I'm the founder of One of Many, and I want to interrupt you for just 5 minutes. I know you're super busy, but take a break from everything else that you're doing on social media right now and give me the gift of 5 quick minutes, because if you are being Superwoman, this could actually save your life. Back in the 80s, there was a book written called How to Be a Superwoman or something, and I believe that she's turned into the archetype of our times. You know Superwoman, right? She's the one who handles everything in the boardroom. She does everything at work. She helps everybody else out as well. She gets shit done at work, and then she comes home and she then does it all at home again for her partner or for her kids if she has them. She cooks beautiful meals from scratch. She takes time for herself and posts all about it on Instagram while she's doing it. She gets out there to the spa because that's what you do, hang out with your friends, crashes into bed late at night, exhausted from all of this kind of thing, but she's doing it. Ah! You know what it's like, right? This is Superwoman. She is the archetype of our times. And I believe that she's come to the fore because over the last however long, as we've seen in the second wave of feminism, we women have earned the right and fought our way to have the right to be able to participate at work. But what hasn't happened is everything else has come off our list of to-dos. We still are the primary caregivers at home. We are still the ones who are taking care of everybody in the office as well as doing our jobs. We're still the ones who are having to do the bulk of all of the just general organizing and thinking inside most things. Plus, just look at it, our routine to get ready in the morning, hair, makeup, etc. How much longer does that take than your average man, right? We have so many pressures on us to perform and to get it right and to do it in a very visible way these days now that social media is there as well. It can be absolutely overwhelming. The problem is, Superwoman is fantastic for a little while. You know, like if it's Friday afternoon, you've got a project you need to finish in the next 15 minutes before you can get and have your weekend off. Superwoman is brilliant. Harness up that energy, get it done. But the problem is, Superwoman is fueled by the stress hormones of cortisol and adrenaline. That constant focus, the constant planning, the constant moving from next big thing to next big thing to next big thing. It's exhausting on our bodies, and we see incredibly alarming statistics as an impact of this Superwoman syndrome. We see that women are suffering from job stress and burnout at a 60% higher rate than men are. We are noticing our fertility drop. And I know for me personally, being in Superwoman mode back in the day was absolutely stopping me from conceiving my first child. I had to actually stop, almost physically stop my entire business and give myself space to do nothing but just try and conceive for, well, in the end, it didn't turn out to be very long. It was literally a couple of months. But that decision that I wasn't going to grow everything, that I wasn't going to keep pushing and performing, just to give myself that space to be and allow the hormones of oxytocin and so on in, it made a huge difference. So it impacts our fertility. Where we are suffering from mental health conditions like depression, women have a 1 in 4 chance of being diagnosed with a mental health condition at some point in their lives. And I believe so much of this is fueled by Superwoman. To say nothing of the fact that we are less happy now than we were 40 years ago. And this is according to research across millions of people in many, many different countries. We are less happy than we were 40 years ago, and we are less happy than our men. And that's irrespective of what race we are, whether we're married, how much money we make, whether we have kids or don't have kids, irrespective of all of that, with the slight exception of African American women who are a tiny bit happier than they were 40 years ago, but still less happy than men. When you put all of this together, you can see the impact that Superwoman has. And day after day after day coming into our community, we see women who are burned out because they have been living up to the impossibly high standards that Superwoman demands of us. So my question for you is, are you trying to live up to some version of Superwoman? You look at everybody out in social media land, you think, wow, you've clearly got it all together. Baby, none of us have got it together. It's an absolute debacle in my home with my kids. You know, on the weekends, you should see the mess at my place. I fall apart at the seams. I cry, I weep from time to time. We all do it. And anyone who tells you that they're not, I think either is the Buddha or is probably not being completely authentic. But what we have to do as a gender is stop pretending that we can be Superwoman, that we are Superwoman, and open up to the fact that actually we really need to find another way. So my question for you is, how is Superwoman impacting you? Please do share in the comments section. Share this video with someone you know who might be doing Superwoman, and let us know how it's impacting you. If this has made a difference, we'd love to hear from you. See you soon.